fastest ways to create pain and dysfunction in bodybuilding? Ignoring imbalances. Hi everyone, I'm Marietta. Welcome back to Bodybuilding Chart Notes. Today's chart note is part 2 of mobility and recovery, focusing on muscle imbalances, posing asymmetries, and improving muscle recruitment. Subjective. The longer I've trained, the more I've realized that your body will always try to find the path of least resistance. And if certain muscles are stronger, tighter, or more dominant, they will naturally start compensating for weaker areas unless you actively address it. Objective. Firstly, practice posing on both sides. It's essential, even if you have a preferred side on stage. Practicing both sides helps prevent functional asymmetries from developing over time. And eventually, those imbalances can actually start affecting the training itself, if not addressed. Secondly, pay attention to compensation patterns. For example, because of my climbing background, my hamstrings are significantly stronger relative to my quads. Ideally, that quad to hamstring strength ratio should be like 2-1, whereas mine's like the complete opposite. So my coach Kayleen and I have been working on this by including in my programming isolated exercises, unilateral work, intentional movement cues, and this is not only to help improve recruitment of the quad itself, but also reduce compensation from surrounding muscles like the adductors. Thirdly, mind-muscle connection matters. For the longest time, and for the life of me, I don't know why, I really struggle to properly feel my lats during training, which is very infuriating as a rock climber. But using unilateral exercises and the right cues helped me finally learn how to recruit them effectively, which then actually did carry over to increased strength in my bilateral movements. Assessment. One of the biggest lessons bodybuilding has taught me is that stronger isn't always better if the movement pattern itself is imbalanced. A lot of pain and tightness and dysfunction actually comes from compensation and not necessarily from weakness alone. So the earlier we identify these patterns, the easier they are to correct. Plan. Moving forward, I'll continue to practice posing symmetrically, using unilateral work to improve balance and muscle recruitment, monitor compensation patterns coming up during training, and continue refining that mind-muscle closing reflection. Your body always adapts to how you train it, and it's really important to pay attention to what you are reinforcing over time. That's today's chart note.